Everyone in this world starts somewhere, and not everyone starts with zero. Now, all the big stories we have heard over years, we hear everyone started from nothing and went up to everything. The typical rag to riches story. This is not a talk to head video. This is maybe a realization that I had, and I just wanted to make a video about it as my beginning video, the introduction of Aryancha. And today I want to talk about this. There's one pretty interesting thing to understand is usually what we say and what is seen is the struggle period and the compounding period or the success period. So what happens is people usually say that you work hard, work hard, work hard, and someday it will compound. Typical the flywheel routine, where initially the flywheel takes some time to get into momentum, and once the momentum builds up, it just keeps on going, keeps on going. The compounding. But no one talks about this phase. And everybody just displays this graph as it's a beautiful graph where first you have to struggle, you have to work hard, you won't get results, but just wait, keep on doing the thing. But no one explains how to come to this point. You know when to start struggle. What is your struggle? No one defines it. And no one talks about the negative phase. The phase where you were destroyed. The phase where you were not ready for the struggle. Now, the struggle can be defined in multiple things, and we will discuss it further in the video. But the main point I want to talk about is not everyone starts from zero, man. There are so many who will start from negative. I am in negative phase. I'm not at zero condition. I'm not in the compounding phase. I'm not even in the struggle phase. I'm actually trying to get to struggle point. And what people usually view me as a degenerate. I'm 116 kgs, long hair. My age is 19, by the way, and no one would believe it, right? You would think it's a joke. I'm a 30-year-old man, right? I'm just 19. In maybe it's due to this long hairs, but main reason is because I'm fat. Because I have this long hair, and because my face is all messed up, because I never take care of my hygiene. I never take care of my diet, and that's why the entire body is getting spoiled. Now, the thing is, do I not want to change? I'm not in the worst conditions. Many people might be into drugs, many people might be into some different things, smoking addictions, drinking addictions, but I'm not in that phase. I'm not that in negative, but many people might be. And so, what they don't have to get to this success thing, they don't have to get to this compounding thing, and I think it's false. Because usually, this kind of people are directly shown in movies or in real life stories that we hear at directly 0 point. But no, they are not. Okay? So, what happens is you never actually see a drug, alcohol addict getting to this level of success without not facing the negative phase. He would have faced, but he usually starts from zero phase. What I mean to say is a negative phase is where your struggle is pretty different than what your struggle is after 0 point. Before 0 point, your struggle is to eat, to somehow eat food, to somehow tackle your distractions, to somehow tackle these addictions, to try to grow, maybe. And the 0 point is where you actually start to struggle in the point or in the place where you wanted to succeed one day. And nobody talks about the negative phase. It's either the 0 point or it's either the success or people showing off the success. So I thought I must just talk. Now, I'm not here to give my views or I'm not here to give my opinions. Now, obviously, I do stand my opinions, but for next 10 years of my YouTube career, I'm never ever going to go into a podcast interview giving my opinions and nothing. It just stays to me. Maybe the world is a better place without knowing 10 opinions. So I have a little way that I will try in order to succeed, and I would try to show my life journey from the negative phase all the way up to the compounding end phase. And I'll also tell that somehow the flywheel, that sometimes the flywheel starts to run too fast. And what happens is you end up falling, which is happening in the current phase to almost every big YouTubers. And their careers are getting destroyed, man. So this is a pretty serious, that how to actually get off the treadmill properly, or else you will just crash down. These are the three things that I am thinking of doing, and which I think would change my life. One is a very different kind of opinion, but I'm trying it, is tutorial hell. The fact is, the zero point is where you know everything. In negative phase, you almost know everything wrong. So first you have to know everything that's right, and then you can maybe try to succeed or try to struggle. If you don't even know what to struggle in, then you have to go through this phase, which usually everyone does not reciprocate with. Everybody thinks that this phase is literally the worst thing. Like, you are just learning the videos of coding and never coding. But the thing is, you at least have to learn something. Now, the reason I'm saying tutorial hell is because you at least have an overview of how different things look, and so start struggling on a very proper path, on a very proper direction. So yeah, for me, I'm going into tutorial hell. I'm going through many courses. I will go through many books in order to gain the knowledge that this world possesses, which I currently don't have. I don't even know what an invoice is, man. So I don't even know how to edit this video. Hopefully I edit this video good. I don't know how to create thumbnails. I know the statistics about YouTube. I have been studying it for years now. And I always wanted to do this thing, and I'm fine doing it. But yeah, I don't know the actual skill part. How to create a dashing montage of editing. I don't know that stuff. I don't know how to color grade, but I know what color grading things look, which color grade on which emotions suit, but I don't know how to do them. Kind of like I'm a strategist, but I am not an application guy. You understand? And the second thing is the thing which I'm talking about. Let's discuss it in a bit deep. The zero condition. Now, the zero condition is really important for us to understand how struggling compounding actually means in real life. Zero condition is usually the point where you start to struggle, or where you know what to struggle for. If I say accurately, zero point is the phase where you know what to struggle, you know what is the real thing that I should work behind. It's not falling into smart work, but it's rather falling into a more efficient way of hard working. So you at least have a vivid kind of an image on what path you should take. That is probably zero condition. So for example, how in negative phase we are struggling for distractions, we are struggling with our addictions, you are struggling with your food, you have no way to earn food, you have no way to wear clothes, you have no proper accommodation. But in zero phase you at least have all of those things. Now you don't have a career, now you are not successful, now you are not in the mid phase even. So now actual hard work begins. This was the phase where you come up, okay? Where you are down, man. You have to get to that plateau level, right? From where you can begin the journey. From Mount Everest, you need to go to that base camp first. And the base camp is really high, by the way. So, the base camp journey is in real life the most hardest journey than the actual Everest journey. Because here you are fighting your addictions, the thing that you are doing every day, and to somehow discard them is really hard. Addictions, maybe to your distractions, the thing you are daily involved in. For some people it might be reels, TikToks, YouTube videos sometimes. And oh my god, there are multiple distractions nowadays. The difference between zero condition and the negative phase is kind of building yourself or making yourself a proper warrior to at least just fight the war. Zero condition is where you enter the war and The compounding phase is where you actually start to win the war. I hope I'm making some sense. So, if you are going to enter the war without actually being a warrior, you're just a random guy with no armor, then you will get killed and you will not be able to go and win the thing, right? So, if you want to win or if you want to even get into war, you should be a warrior. That's like the most basic sense. So, yeah, sometimes you will have to find a way in your own to fight to the struggles, to fight to the distractions that you have. Maybe your rooftop is a bit disturbed. Maybe you have water drops falling all across your walls. Maybe you don't have a pillow to sleep. You sleep on mat. So yeah, struggles can be very different kind of. People don't have water to drink, food to eat. So that is what I call the negative phase. No, that's not where a journey begins. No, that's where a journey is not even in the starting phase. You have to get to the starting phase, and this is what I call the 0 point. Example, let's just take, I'm starting a business. So to start a business, I don't have to struggle to, oh, what am I going to eat? Oh, I have these problems in my life. Oh, I have anxiety, I have depressions, I am distracted. You can't be that guy, right? So the 0 point is technically the point from where you start to struggle in your field. Instead of struggling with your own self, with your addictions and with your distractions. I hope I'm making sense. You are now a warrior at 0 point. And so now you have to learn war tactics which will apply in the war in order to win the war. The first thing you did is to kind of convince yourself, to kind of build yourself, maybe physically, maybe mentally. I guess both should be done. And when you reach to the 0 point, you're entering the war, and now those tactics are the main things. You have learned maybe how to swing a sword, but you don't know what the strategies, the different formations of your troops, and it's pretty different. I hope you understand. So now you will learn those things, and by learning those things you will feel like, oh, we are getting nowhere, right? I'm not even starting, I'm just making a assumption of how this journey would look. I'm not a successful guy. As I said, I'm negative phase, so I have to go a long way from here. But I'm assuming my journey, and I'm assuming that someday someone will retrace this journey and this video would be useful. Now, the thing is, I'm not even physically fit. I'm 116 kgs, and that's extreme amount of fat. I hope you can see the double chin. Now, the long hair. The thing why I'm looking like a 30-year-old instead of looking my age, which is 19. No one believe me. Don't worry, no one's believing I'm 19. Everybody's asking me, are you married? And I'm like, 19, come on. So this brings me to the third thing which I'm trying to do in this entire process is gym and diet. And I also wanted to include one thing, but I forgot. It's hygiene. As I said, hygiene is really important, and we usually don't take it seriously, but we should, because when you look good, when you smell good and things, it actually differentiates the world. And yeah, I'm sorry for the drawing, but yeah, when you have a good body, yeah, the world judges you physically, because I have faced it. And by the way, I'll say one thing. You see me because I'm fat, and in future if I transform, you will think I'll be that fat supporting guy. I'm not. I don't support it right now, but I'm just not able to work hard, to exercise daily. I'm not doing that. I joined gym, but I left it. So I'm not following a diet. I just eat random food. I try to control, but every time lose. And for some reason, I try to have these big dreams, and I try to run behind them, but I just sleep in between, like the rabbit, and I'm not the tortoise. Now, these things are actually not turning you into tortoise, but actually making you more of an efficient rabbit. I hope that makes sense. So, yeah, these were my 3 points that I'll try to redefine. And also, I'll try to work a lot, a lot, also studying a lot, And yeah, there are multiple things that I want to do, like learn different things first, then start to apply different things. So I'm going to tutorial hell, then I'll once I complete tutorial hell, I'll start applying things, and then I hope I'll reach my zero condition. And then from zero condition, we'll go to the compounding part. It will take years, but yeah, this is how I view the process. And yeah, I'm not successful. I'm just making this video, kind of judging or kind of creating a big picture of my next 10 years of journey. Now you might say, why am I doing this? Is because WAD. Yeah, WAD means work hard every day. And the number you are seeing here is 3,500, which means one upload every day for next 10 years. Now I have purposefully removed 60 numbers from this, is because it will make sense in the end. I just don't want to say anything right now. I'm trying to script something very big. I'm trying to foreshadow something very big. But yeah, the 60 will make sense in the end. It's actually, the number is 3590, which I'll tell you further. But yeah, WAD will be continuing, which is work hard every day. A series with me where it's not vlogs, it's not this talkhead videos. This is the introduction, so I'm giving you a big overview about the picture that will look in next 10 years. But yeah, we'll even talk more about how the things I want to take further. But this is just an intro video, so I want to kind of display it sittingly. So yeah, what WAD would be is how much I work hard every day would be confined into this videos, and every day at some point of time we'll release it. You know, like every day I work this much, this is the video, and the video shows that I work this much, and it continues, will continue this process for next 10 years. Every day. If I do less work, I have to say that. If I don't work at all, I have to say that. If I sleep all day, I have to say it. If it's a sick day, I'll still have to say it. I actually won't tell you like by vlogging like I'm doing this or I'm doing that, but I'll confine it in a short amount and I'll show you what happens. Also, I'm trying to do this with reels because I want to grow on Instagram just for some reason. And yeah, so that's the WED thing for you, which is working hard every day for next 3,500 days, which is 10 years approx. And the reason I'm skipping some days is I'll show you in future. Now, let's talk about this thing. So, by the end of next 10 years, I want to achieve the 5 goals, and they will be achieved by the end of some 8 or 9-ish years. Now, these 5 goals will never be disclosed by them. They'll either be disclosed in the end of this entire journey, or it will be after some years. The number you see here is the actual time left for next 10 years. This is the actual time. I have the currently timer. It's less than 43 right now, but you understand my point. Now, the reason I'm making this is everybody has tried to show their journey, but when they are actually in the 0 point, no one has started to say that, oh, I was this douchebag, and then I converted into a warrior, then I fought the war, and then I won it. No one is trying to convey that entire journey. So I thought like maybe I could do something where I'm showing you the negative phase. Maybe when I come into 0 phase and when I go to the success part. So yeah, I want to go all of those things. The struggles, the ups and downs, what I'm doing, what I'll do, what did I do today, what did I didn't do, if I slept, God knows. But I want to keep a strict punishment if I don't do stuff. There's also another point about making videos about entire stuff is kind of giving me my acknowledgeable buddy. I know I'll have to make a video, so I'll have to do the stuff which I technically will not want to do, but I'll still do it because I want to make a video. And I don't want to be ashamed that I don't do anything, so I will have to do things. Oh my god, that was like 100 words. This will be a bit serious channel, by the way. I have other stuff I'll reveal further, but this will be a pretty serious channel. This is like actual working hard part. I hope this motivates some other guy to start the journey that I want to start. This is one thing I want to say. It's my mission or it's an achievement. It's not the five goals, but yeah, it's a different thing. It's a mission, and it's the biggest mission of my life, you can say. And that is, it's a bit weird to say in the first video, but I'll say it. I'm going to be the greatest YouTuber in the world. The greatest YouTuber of all time that ever passes through this platform and will be remembered for ages. I'll leave an imprint on this platform, I'll leave an imprint on this world about the creativity that I possess, about the kind of vision that I possess, and about the sheer hard work that I'll do. So, yeah, that is what my journey would look like. And I don't want to say much, but from tomorrow, WED begins officially. This was an intro. From tomorrow, WED begins. The journey of the greatest YouTuber of all time begins with this one. But you'll see me transform, man. You know, you might have never seen that, but I will go like rocket. Everybody around me just says one thing is, Ian, why will you be the best YouTuber? And I say, why won't I be? I am. Just accept the fact. There are no ifs and buts. There are no would or should or not or maybe. That is must. I will be. Now, by best, I mean different things. I don't mean the most subscribed YouTuber. I mean the best YouTuber to ever exist. And now, in the end, before my mobile phone shuts down once again, the script is ready, the shoot is ready, the edit will be done, the sparkles will be sprinkled, and one day you will see me as the best YouTuber, the greatest, the best one to ever be around, and maybe the journey starts today. The scripted journey. Bye. We'll start tomorrow. WED 1.